Hey everyone, welcome to the Crypto ZX channel. Happy Sunday wherever you are around the world. Markets are once again looking very nice right now. If we're looking across the markets, you guys can see over the last 24 hours, we're starting to see a lot of green come in once again in the markets. Obviously, we know what has happened over the last 48 hours. A massive red flag did come out in front of us when USDC 3.3 billion were gone with Silicon Valley Bank, but Circle has come out and said that they will be covering that 3.3 billion dollars with their corporate fund. So that is creating a lot of excitement in the cryptocurrency space, and that just shows everyone that these banks are failing. And this is another great opportunity to see why Bitcoin is the king, and no one can control Bitcoin. No bank can control Bitcoin. You own your own Bitcoin. You are your own bank, and that's what is causing a lot of excitement. And now I do believe that things are about to turn around once again. I told you guys in my previous update that Bitcoin is in an oversold territory, so we could see a move towards the upside, and that's exactly what we're seeing happening. But today we're going to be talking about Vechain, what's happening with Vechain, and where are we going in the immediate short term. So let's get right into it. Looking at the price of Vechain right now, it is currently trading at 0.022 cents, up 4.7% in the last 24 hours in USD comparative. Also down about 0.2% in Bitcoin comparative over the last 24 hours. But let's forget about that and look at the market cap. The market cap is currently sitting at $1.54 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at $52 million. So now let's see what's happening with the price and what are some next price targets we should be looking at in the immediate short term. Before I do get into that, as you guys know that anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So if we're looking at Vechain right now, you guys can see something very interesting once again is happening. So we did see overall this support right here that we have built up around this range at that 1.938 cents did hold. And I think 4 to 5 days ago, I was saying, when the markets were heading towards the downside, especially below $22,000, I did say there's a high chance to go below 2 cents, and that's exactly what we saw happen for the price of Vechain. But right now, a lot of positive news coming out ahead of the USDC thing. People are relaxed, and not only that, now more and more people are starting to see why Bitcoin is the king of the markets. We're seeing 2008 again. Back in 2008, I personally was too young at that point, so I wasn't really there for that financial crisis. Like, I was alive, don't get me wrong, but I was not an adult at that time. But this time around, I'm living through this financial crisis, and I do believe we're going to see it. US announcing 2 million jobs could be lost in the next 12 months. Not only that, they're also saying the interest rates are going up. People cannot afford their housing, and everything is too expensive. And this is causing a lot of sell pressure on big companies. You may be saying, oh, what does Silicon Valley failing has to do with anything? You don't realize how many other big companies are banking with Silicon Valley Bank that just saw their funds gone. It's just disappeared because it was with that bank, and if that bank files for bankruptcy, boom, your funds are gone. And this is causing a lot of people to start looking at blockchain space a little bit more closer, and we could be in for some interesting times ahead for the entire space. So if we're looking at Vechain right now, Vechain, one of the layer 1 blockchain projects, and last year what did we see? We saw the blockchain projects go insane. And we're seeing a lot of good updates coming out of Vechain, and I do believe it is going to be one of the big ones this coming bull cycle. We're seeing us find resistance once again exactly at this level where we were being supported by quite some time over the consolidation phase, which is at the 2.1 cents mark. We would need a little bit more buying pressure to kick above it, and we could see things rally up quite fast, in my personal opinion. Bitcoin is looking once again really good. As mentioned, obviously a lot of good news coming out, obviously the USDC thing, and as I mentioned, more people are going to be looking at Bitcoin. Obviously this was a oversold territory as well. A lot of shorts were piling up, so it just makes sense to see these shorts get liquidated by these whales to manipulate the market. So we could be in for that, and that's what we could be seeing happening right now. So like I said, if we clear out of this level of resistance built up around here, we could be retesting that $22,000 mark, guys. You guys know how important that zone is. I'm bearish right now, but if we go above $22,000 mark this time around, I could see 25K come about for the price of Bitcoin, and that can have a positive impact on Vechain, and we could potentially see this 3.4 cents mark if we do break above 25K for the price of Bitcoin. And if I bring out the measuring tool for you guys, that is still a move of about 60%. So we still have a long ways to go. So if you're a huge believer on Vechain, these are the times to be dollar cost averaging in and picking some up, regardless if it goes down or up. I don't see this overall bull market going back in like 3 to 4 years. Only that could have happened. As I've said, we will see consolidations happen, we will see shakeoffs happen, but the trend has been set. So basically what the trend has been set means is that the bullish momentum has been set. But as I say that, if things like USDC, one of the biggest stable coins, fail, yes, crypto is going to go 6 years back. And there's no question asked on that. I don't care what anyone says. If USDC was to, just not survive, it would have caused the crypto space to go back, 6 years, 5 to 6 years easily, in my personal opinion. And a lot of confidence would have been lost. So those are factors that we do need to keep in mind. But right now, like I said, we do need to break above this level of resistance for Vechain, and then things can start looking good. And this is the current analysis for Vechain. You guys know my stance on Vechain. I do believe it is going to be one of the top performers this next bull cycle. So having exit strategy in place, dollar cost averaging in is the best case scenario, and having patience would be your best friend to have. So I will keep you guys updated if anything were to change, but let me know your thoughts down below. See you guys tomorrow. I've been Crypto ZX, and peace out.